State Building.
Z100. New York.
How excited are you to be this conduit of this energy, of this information, and seeing the 17 books, seeing the eyes light up when you talk at schools, and knowing that you're connecting and you're giving, you're sharing your gift. What does that feel like for you?
I feel it's a blessing, right? Because when so I have this saying, right, that we're all, I mean, this is not my saying, but regardless of what you believe in religiously, we're all made in the image and likeness of God. And so I have this saying that we are all greatness on display, right? How God, right? How do you prove God? Is really through showing the greatness, right? And so to see you, right, as immigrant parents, and now on one of the top radio stations on the planet, there is another young lady who also has immigrant parents who been told that there's nothing that they could do, and they're gonna see Christina's story, and they're gonna be inspired by it, right? So she is greatness on display. She is displaying that greatness, and that greatness is giving other people permission to be great. And so for me, it's the same thing. Like, I got kicked out of school 4 times. Let me just be real, right? So I got kicked out in the 1st grade, 5th grade, 9th grade.
In the 1st grade, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Exactly.
You're trying to teach about money, and they're getting mad at you.
Exactly.
Man.
What am I doing? My son, at his age, I can't fathom what he would be doing to get kicked out of school. But see, I was angry.
Okay, understand.
So, my hands, you know what I'm saying? My hands work. So.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a nice little, left hand. You know what I'm saying? So I was that kid, right? And but in full transparency, I don't like bullies, so I would always be the one defending people who are being bullied. But because I was bigger and stronger,
that was the way.
Yeah.
You turn into a bully. No,
I got in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was the one that got in trouble.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
understand.
Right? So, but I got kicked out in the 1st grade, 5th grade, both for fighting. I got kicked out of the 9th grade. I got expelled in the 10th grade, but the 10th grade wasn't my fault. That's right.
No, duh.
It wasn't.
No, you had nothing to do with
I
you.
had nothing
I
to do
know
with
that.
the 10th grade. But I got expelled, had the 10th grade over. But why do I say that? Because right now, right, there is a kid who is troubled, who's been kicked out of school a lot, who everybody said would be dead or in jail by a certain age. They told me I would be dead or in jail by 25. By 24, I was a VP at one of the largest financial institutions in the world. Today, as you think about it, like you said, I'm nationally or internationally syndicated podcast, Inside the Vault with Ash Cash, 156 countries, ranked in the top 20 of business podcasts. So why do I say that? I am showing people, right, regardless of what your background is, where you're from, what type of your situation, it really doesn't matter. If you put your mind to something and you focus on it, it will be yours. And so it feels good to answer your question, Maxwell. It feels really good to be in a space that my life matters. You know why? Because they told me it wouldn't.
Yes.
And so now in real time, you're seeing
the numbers,
like my life matters, not because of the accolade. Like the only reason I'm telling you this accolades is because anybody who could identify. I'm not talking to nobody who's turned off by this.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the person who was the underdog. Yeah. I'm talking to the person that they told that they wasn't going to amount to nothing. Right? Like they told me, like people who were responsible for building me up tore me down. Yeah. And they told me, and do you understand what that does to a child to tell them that they would be dead or in jail? Yeah. And have but cool though. I'm glad you did that though, because now in the words of the honorable Sean Carter, Curtis 57 Jackson. Okay. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. And so the pain that I had as a kid and the things that I endured, gave me the strength now to be greatness on display.
Yeah, yeah. You are that example for someone to look up to, and I think that we operate with this logo, with these logos, knowing and understanding that, because it's so special to hop onto a stage and to introduce an artist like a Taylor Swift or Shawn Mendes and to look like us and to have somebody from that spot in the crowd say, damn, it's possible. The same way that you are showing folks that it is possible to be international based off of financial literacy, something that we weren't necessarily taught,
Yeah.
just based off of what we've dealt with in our history. But it is possible.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I want my logo on a damn hat and a tie.
That's
fam.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
If you know, you know. You
Yes.
feel me?
It's, it is possible.
Yes.
Damn it is possible. And that's the thick of it right there.
Yep.
And as one of the most influential financial just gurus in the world, what is your take? Because everyone's been talking about this recently on lab-grown diamonds or natural diamonds. You personally, as a financial advisor, like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that value is what you give it, right? And I think that wherever you put your money it should be based on where you can get the most value out of it. Right. And so when I think about even like I don't really wear jewelry, right? But if I'm gonna spend money on jewelry, on diamonds, I want it to have value.
Yes.
Right. And so I want to make sure that if like so here's the thing, right? So we even when we talk about money, you don't spend money. Because if you spend money, what's the last three letters? You end
It's
money.
done.
Right? So I only invest
Don't
money.
tell me that. I hate that.
Look,
My boyfriend's going to start using
Look,
that.
So look, no more spending money. Right? No more spending money. Because when you spend money, you end money.
Zaddy, don't listen to this.
Right? And so listen, right? And so we only have to invest money. And so are those diamonds an investment?
An investment. For whatever reason.
For whatever reason.
For whatever
right?
reason.
Because at the end of the day, there are certain like for instance, I own luxury things, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not anti-luxury.
Yeah.
But is an investment for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right? And so yes, I have a 6-figure car. Why? Because I'm not going to be pulling up to
Yeah.
an event as a top financial person.
Yeah.
And I know that people perception matters. I'm not gonna pull up and be in a Sienna.
Understandable.
No,
Oh
I'm just
my
joking.
God.
No, I'm
It's like
joking.
that.
Don't
Because
call him Mike
that
right now.
No, salute to Mike.
But-
No, because when I pulled up, he called me. He's like, Ash, is that you in the Sienna? I'm like, bro, no, I'm not in the Sienna. What do you mean?
But
I
no,
got
for
tight.
that-
He felt it.
For that reason, whether maybe it's a trip, you're investing in this, this $5,000 vacation, because you're investing in the time
Correct.
that you are with that person that it means to you. It's
1,000.
an investment. You're spending it, but it's the investment in what that memory is, what that
And
feeling
think
is,
about
what that
that though,
emotion
right?
is.
I don't look at it. I look at it as an investment,
Yeah.
right? Like if you work really, really hard and you have friends and family and you go on an elaborate vacation, that is your right.
Yeah.
You should enjoy the fruits of your labor because that memory, right? Now we have phones. Now we could capture those memories and that you could relive over and over and over again. So that $5,000,
That's the investment that keeps on
that
giving.
keeps on giving. And so you stretch that over 20 years from now when you go back and you look at what you did 20 years ago and have that memory of being on the beach in the white sand and
right
the water.
in a sea turtle nibbling on your toe.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna that feeling is awesome. And it's a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah.
That was a great answer. I didn't even know what to expect from that answer,
Yes.
but you saying like you invest in things that bring value to you, and you put that value on it.
Absolutely.
You are the
You are
owner
the
of
one.
that. Yeah, I
Right.
love
You
that.
are the
Thank
one.
you.
You are
Thank
the
you,
one.
Ash.
Yeah.
You
are the one.
Fam.
Well,
Bro,
yeah.
listen, we could go on. I think we might have to put a pin in the conversation now because we can go on forever.
Yes, sir.
But the thing is, what it is, it's a true blessing
Yes.
that we get to do this here on this platform. You get to be here. You get to be that young man who maybe grew up seeing these Z100 logos
Absolutely.
and thinking, man, but no, you know what? It is
That's
possible.
an
All these
honor.
you've been able to put that energy in the world and share what your gift is to help, to give that knowledge and energy to folks who need it. So this is like one of the dopest ass conversations. I mean,
I appreciate it,
Straight up.
and I appreciate you guys, right? So that and that's the thing, right? Think about this for a second, and this is for anybody listening. This is why you need to maximize your full potential, because if one of you decided not to show up, then the opportunity for me to come on this show would not have happened. Right? And so we don't know the part that we're going to play in everybody else's lives. And so me showing up, I've blessed somebody somehow. And sometimes you're not even going to know it. right? Your parents didn't know it. Your parents didn't know that making sure that you got educated, making sure that they pushed you. They didn't know where it would lead to, right? But now being on a top, like New York City is New York City. Come on, let's stop playing.
Yeah.
Let's not play like this. This isn't the biggest city in the world. Not in the United States, in the world. And to be on a top station in the world matters. And without y'all showing up, I couldn't show up. And so now we all got to play a part. And so at the end of the day, if you're listening to my voice right now, you need to make sure you are maxing out your full potential. Do not let anybody. I'm going back to Harlem. Do not let anybody tell you what you can't be or do.
Yeah.
Right? And just do that, because as you show up, you also are giving other people permission to show up as well.
Ash, thank you for showing up. Your energy, your light, your heart, and your story.
Yes,
your story really does move so many people, and I think that's one of the huge reasons why you have just become so successful. And we love hearing about your family and your wife, and we're so excited for what you have coming up. What do you have coming up to share with us?
So listen. Look, I came bearing gifts. So one of the things I realized is that a lot of people don't know how to manage money, and so I did just drop a free app. Right?
Oh, wow.
I dropped
Nice.
a free app
One of them.
called the Abundance Calculator, right? And what the Abundance Calculator does, it uses fintech, so AI. It uses all of the different technologies out there to help you manage your money better, right? So instead of just asking, Chat GPT, random history questions, what if you had an AI bot that could teach you how to manage your money? And so I have an app called the Abundance Calculator. You could go to myabundancecalculator.com, download it for free. You have access to my books, access to my podcast, but
Ash,
also
you
access
have
to
a
AI.
nonprofit.
I do.
The Abundance Code.
Abundance Code, yes.
Wow, we had to talk about that
Yes,
because you spoke about how giving is so important to you, and this nonprofit, what you do with children, right?
No, so Abundance Code is actually focusing on formerly incarcerated men and women and their families. And so we do talk to children as well, because again, it's holistically about the family. One of the things I realized is a lot of guys so I've never been incarcerated, but a lot of the guys, so a lot of my books get circulated inside of the prisons.
Wow.
And so I would meet people who have done like 20 years, 14 years, 15 years, and come home, and they would meet me at an event or something, and I'd be like, Ash, you changed my life. I just bought my first house. And I started to realize how the power, and that's why I love writing books, the power of books, because, I could have this conversation, but what if I could keep having the conversation over and over again? And so the books were circulating inside the penitentiary. So I just wanted to be more intentional, and I started focusing on, how do I educate, formerly incarcerated men and women, but then also their family and their children. And that's what Abundance Code is about. And code actually stands for creating opportunities despite the environment, right? So despite where you come from, here's the code that you need to live by, because you could create opportunities despite that environment.
Wow, that's huge work.
Stuff,
because we hear so many people that are in jail that have been helped and saved because of God or reading or getting closer in their alone time, and knowing that your books is one of those things that has helped them get out of just like financial ruts when they get out.
It's a blessing. It's
Wow,
a blessing.
Ash.
It's a blessing.
You're using your superpower, bro.
So the app is the Abundance app.
The Abundance Calculator.
The
So
Abundance
my
Calculator,
Abundance Calculator.
All right, Ash, and your books and your
right
podcast and your energy and smile. We cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much, Ash
Download.
Cash.
I'm just saying,
appreciate
download
it.
it.
There you
Damn
go.
it.
Download it.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
I'm rich, bitch.
From the top of the Empire State